Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to today's live Bank Nifty analysis using market profile and order flow. Today is the 23rd of January, and yeah, let me just quickly share my market profile screen, and let's quickly get on with understanding what happened on Friday. Uh, okay, so first of all, Thursday. So this is the Thursday's profile, and we had a good balancing over it, and 42,500 was the area which I shared that needs to be looked upon. So what happened is we had a gap up opening, we had a retest. Unfortunately, the POC or prominent point of control was not tagged, and what we see is we have a good single print zone, and there are traps. So basically the shorts. So this is where the shorts are trapped. So we can call it TS, or trap shorts. Uh, we had a short covering rally, in the A, B, and C period, and then slowly after hitting the 42,700 level, that's where supply came in again. And overall we are seeing a downward movement, and the close was below the previous day, or the Thursday's high. So what the overall price development tells me is sellers, or the supply is pretty strong. The buyers, they were not on the stronger side. They were the ones who were weak, and overall we have a downward movement, which was created. So let me just zoom in, and we'll look into the nitty-gritties and the granularities of the chart. So what are the areas which I'm seeing right now is first of all, we have some sort of a AB poor high, or poor high, which this is a market profile concept. So if you are aware, it's great. If you don't, then just check out my YouTube channel. There I have mentioned about the anomalies, or you just Google search. Everything is available at the moment, for free. Okay. So sellers are pretty the ones who got trapped in the Friday's auction. We saw the overall balance creating above the previous day high. So overall the value is developed on the higher side. Also, this weekend there were a couple of results which came out for the the couple of banks. I believe it was ICICI which was in play. But overall, from the inventory perspective, for me, I still consider 42,700 as a valid level where, again, supply is present. So overall, let me just look at the inventory, how it is positioned. So from the inventory perspective, 42,500 is the equilibrium level where, there are both strangle, or, shorts created, on both these sides. So this is a level of equilibrium. So if we get a gap up, let's say at 43,000 or 42,000, whatever gap up we see, these are the areas where, supply is pretty much evident, pretty much seen. So if we see a gap up, or, if we see a good gap up, so what I mean by good gap up is, 1,000 points plus. So 1,000 points plus, then obviously the shorts, sellers, or, the Cs, they will be under the water, and they will be the first one. So we can have a big short covering rally, but I'll just look at the pre-open data. But right now I see that 43,000 is a level where a lot of supply is present. So if we get a gap up, we can expect some sort of sideways movement, and try to see if the gap gets filled or not. So up to 10-15, or 10-30, just observe how the overall price is developing. Don't be in a hurry to chase the trade. Okay. So yeah, so 43,000 is the level where I see seeing supply. 42,500 is where both buyers and sellers are pretty strong. So this can act as a make or break level. So if the if the gaps get filled, first area of interest is the POC, or point of control, that is at 42,575. And if it breaks, we might see some responsive buying, and we can see a reversal. So if we don't see this reversal, then expect a choppiness between 42,400 and 42,500, because this is the zone where a lot of sellers were trapped. So if the price gets into this range, we might see a lot of choppiness seen. Yeah. So be aware, be careful in today's day, because what I've seen, that's a general pattern. It doesn't mean that it will happen, each and every time. When, the results are pretty positive, we open with a gap up. And, what happens is the supply. So basically what I mean by supply is, so the cost basis of the buyers here. And if we see a gap up opening, these are the guys, who will be trying to sell. Okay. So if these two combinations are happening, then, we might see the gap to be created plus, the gap to be filled. So I will not be chasing this. I'll be just waiting and, looking at where the supply is strong and, how the overall price is getting developed. Okay. Lastly, from the inventory perspective, as I shared that 42,000. So anything below 42,500 is where, the sellers are trapped. So this zone is where a lot of sellers are trapped, and we had a sort of bounce back. So 42,500 is the line in sand, which I'll be looking at, and 42,800, 9, and 43,000 is where I'm seeing good supply to be present. So even if we reach here, the sellers will be coming in, or the supply will be coming in, and they will be trying to take the auction down and see, what happens at the 42,500 level. If this does not happen, so this is my trade plan for today. If this does not happen, then, I'll be looking to go with the flow. I will not be chasing the, I'll be not looking for the gap to be filled, but I'll be looking at, bounce back. So I'll be looking whether the 42,800, 42,900 act as a level of support or resistance, and is there any responsive buying happening at those levels. Based on that, I'll be taking the overall my trades. Okay. So yeah, so that's all for today, and thank you for sharing, and thank you for joining in, and let's catch up tomorrow. So thank you, take care, and have a great day. See you. Bye.